Yo, what's up, guys? NazUFC. So, EA Sports have released the patch notes for an update that's dropping tomorrow for UFC 5. New fighters come in, gameplay changes. I'm going to go over it with you guys. So, this is the second update they've dropped this month. There was a little update, not a little update, a big update 3 weeks ago. This one's obviously smaller update compared to that one, but they're still bringing in new fighters. So, I'm going to go over it. I've already read this once already. So, we hope you're ready and as excited as we are for the next round of new fighters coming to UFC 5 on April 25th. I'm assuming the update's going to be like 6 p.m. in the UK, and then whatever time that is in your country. Let's take a closer look at some of the big names in the roster update. Michael Venom Page is coming tomorrow, a sensational striker of the highest order. We all know who Michael Venom Page is. He's sick. But one key word, guys, in this paragraph was, we can't wait for you to go hands on with all of Michael Venom Page's slick striking techniques and elusive defensive maneuvers. So I wonder if he's got his own unique move set in this game. That would be so cool. If they do that, I will be so proud of EA Sports. Honestly, this will be a W update if they actually give Michael Venom Page some unique punch animations, because I know they brought him into the studio and they mocapped some of his movement and stuff. I'm pretty sure they have. So hopefully they've got something going on, man, with him. Steve Astro Boy Urseg making his debut. I don't know much about this fighter. Honestly, I'm not a fan of him. I know who he is. He's fighting for the title soon, but I'm not that much of a fan of him yet. And then, as always, please keep the feedback coming because we will continue to bring you more gameplay balance updates based on that feedback in the future. So, here's the launch downtime TBD. April 25th, 2024, which is tomorrow at 10 a.m. PT. What time is 10 a.m. PT? So that I'm pretty sure there's only going to be like 10 minutes downtime, guys. It's never that long. 10 a.m. PT to UK time, guys, is 6 p.m. So just like last time, guys, it's going to be 6 p.m. in the UK. So, that's a very big image. Let's zoom out. There you go. All right. That's Steve Urseg. Crazy stats, to be fair. 94 punch speed, 93 punch power, 94 takedown defense. He's going to be in the flyweight division. His character model's not too bad. He just looks like an average Joe, to be fair. So, I don't think they can go wrong with making his character model. And we've got this beautiful chick. Zoom back in because that text, guys. I've got bad vision. I've got to zoom into this shit. Mateus Nicola. I don't know who that is, but he's going to be in the flyweight division. Guys, I don't know who most of these fighters are. Werner Jandri Manil Cap flyweight. I know who he is from that post-fight interview where he said the F word. Natalia, she's going to be it. Nazadine Imavov. No, that's a good addition, to be fair. Marcin Tibura. That's the guy that got battered by Tom Aspinall. I watched that live. Steve Urseg, we know that. MVP. And Drew Dober, man. I don't know why they didn't mention Drew Dober in this little list they made, man. I don't know why they had her there. They should have put Drew Dober in there. So I'm looking forward to seeing Drew Dober getting added, guys. MVP, of course. And probably Manil Cap and Nazadine. They're the ones I'm going to be looking forward to. The rest I don't really care, to be fair. Wait. And then we've got new alter egos dropping the week after or 5 days after. So at 10 a.m. PT, which is also 6 p.m. in the UK. Striking, slow down the recovery. Okay, so we're going over the gameplay changes now, guys. So slow down the recovery of short-term stamina. Short-term stamina is so when you throw a punch, you'll notice that the yellow bar decreases a little bit, right? And then it recovers. They're slowing down how fast that yellow bar recovers, basically. So it's going to be slow. So you've got to be careful when you throw these massive combos now. Just got to be, you just got to work on your defense maybe so you don't get hit. You've got to be a little bit more technical, which is a good thing. I do like that. The speed change mostly on the high end from when the stamina was higher than half. When the stamina is low, the recovery is almost unchanged. Cool. Sped up the recovery of short-term block meter. So the block meter is block health. So when your block gets broken, essentially, right, and you can create some distance, your block health will recover a lot faster now. So it might stop people from trying to block, break, spam you on this game, especially because of this change too, the stamina change. They won't be able to keep throwing punches and punches now. So I think this update is going to try slow down block breaking and try get players to stop it. And the thing is, guys, with these updates and changes, you don't know how much it's going to actually affect the game. It might just be like the tiniest update. It won't even make a difference. Fix an issue that could allow head movements to evade body uppercuts. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I never want to throw a body uppercut and it get missed. Sometimes when my opponents use head movement, body damage is so weak sometimes. Even when you throw kicks, sometimes you can throw a body kick, your opponent will duck thinking you're going to throw a head kick. You land your body kick flush on their stomach and it does no damage for some reason. I think that's an issue EA Sports need to fix. Sped up the execution of several strikes for higher weight classes, so the bigger weight classes like heavyweight, I'm guessing, decreasing the speed difference between the heavier and lighter divisions. All right, so I'm guessing in the heavier weight classes, they're going to make it faster, right? And in the lighter divisions, they might make the punches slower. I believe that's what they might try to do. So in most cases, this means 2 frame reduction for lightweight, welterweight, middleweight. So yeah, the bigger weight so for the bigger, so for lightweight, welterweight, and middleweight, those weight classes are kind of like in the middle, right? You're going to be able to throw strikes faster in this new update. But with light heavyweight and heavyweight, which are 2 really heavyweights, there'll be a 4 frame reduction. So you're going to throw it even faster in those 2 weight classes. I don't know what this actually means, right? You'd have to play the game to figure out and feel the difference, if that makes sense. For faster strikes, the difference between weight classes was already appropriately small. The effective strikes were relatively slow ones that had 30 frames or less in the faster weight classes. Okay, so here are the all the kicks and shit that are going to be changed. That's cool. I like how Thompson's got his own leg kick. I didn't even know that. Significantly sped up the retreating roundhouse kicks to the head, body, and legs, as well as the retreating calf kicks. Okay, so I'm guessing they're talking about the kicks you can throw when you're moving back. So that'll be kind of cool. I want to see how that is. Although it was viable to use retreating roundhouse kicks with combos, they were extremely slow when used as single strikes. This change should make it more viable to use these kicks more safely when it is hard to create space for kicking. That's quite a good change, to be fair. Slow down the retreating rear front kick to the head. Oh, what? That's a kick that I like to use, man. The technique is a little too fast for how safe and powerful it was. Damn it, guys. The EA Sports love patch on me. Improve the Superman punch. Increase the... you know what? I've never known how to throw the Superman punch. So if anyone knows how to actually input that punch, please let me know. I always end up doing it by accident. So, I want to learn how. Increase the base of the lead Superman punch from 15 to 25. So it's got more power. Decrease the vulnerability of the lead Superman punch by 20%. I don't know if this is a buff or a nerf. Decrease the vulnerability of the lead. Okay, of the lead Superman punch. That's one I don't really throw too much. I think that just means you'll get less stuns. Okay, there's less chance of you knocking your opponent out, stunning them. Increase the base damage of the rare Superman punch from 25 to 27.5. So this has had a slight buff too. Both the lead and the rare Superman punches have now more damage. Shifted some properties of the body switch kick. So the body switch kick is the one where you do that little shuffle when you throw that lead body kick. I hope they're not nerfing it. I'm pretty sure they are going to nerf it. Previously, the switch body kick was too fast for its animation to play out properly. The beginning of the animation, the switch part had to be rushed. We've significantly slowed it down so the animation could look more realistic. So I wonder if they're trying to say it will probably land more frequently because that little shuffle will be a little bit slower. Because the thing is, when you throw that kick, that little shuffle you do really quick on the feet, you can tell that a body kick's going to come from it. Any good player will be able to recognize that quick animation. So this could actually be a buff in disguise. it might look like a lead head kick is coming now, if that makes sense. So hopefully it's a buff. They're also, as compensation, we have decreased its vulnerability and increased its damage, so it's got more damage. Because I've thrown this kick quite a few times and it don't land. I wouldn't recommend you guys using it, in the current state of the game, because it gets caught a lot, and if your kicks get caught, you can get taken down or you can get punched. So it also targets the open and more vulnerable side of the torso. When fighters are in the same stance, will you be able to time it well enough? However, increases body damage from 20 to 22.5, decrease the vulnerability by 25%, significantly slowed down its execution. Okay, so if I'm going to test it out, see if it's a good kick, and I'll let you guys know in tomorrow's update. But as of now, guys, I wouldn't recommend you use that kick. I don't use it at all because it just keeps getting blocked. So we're going to go over the grappling changes now, guys. So they've done a few stamina changes on the ground. I know that because I've read this already. Shifted some of the stamina costs on the ground game from short term to long term. On the other hand, the short-term stamina felt too restricting on the ground game, discouraging exciting bursts of activity. So EA's goal, guys, is to get you to grapple, and then once you have it on the ground, they want you to keep transitioning and not be worried about your stamina too much. Short-term, you might the only thing you need to be worried about is your long-term stamina. That if you don't get up as fast as possible, right, and you're doing loads of transitions and they keep getting denied, your long-term stamina might get affected and you might gas out. So there's a few things you might need to be worried about in this patch. On the other hand, rounds spent most on the ground didn't tax the long-term stamina enough. See what I mean? When you have a striking match on UFC 5, your stamina drains pretty fast because EA Sports have been focusing on loads of stamina changes on the feet. But when a grappling match happens where you get taken down and it ends up being on the round most of the time, you actually have a lot of stamina going into like rounds 3, 4, and 5. So we might, you might burn a lot of stamina on the ground this time. Decrease the short-term stamina cost by 10%. So when you go for a transition, that yellow bar will decrease a bit, right? Now it's going to decrease, slightly less and recover faster. This includes the drain rate from the struggle in submissions. I wonder what that means. Does that mean the drain will be slower when you hold the right bumper? Increase the long-term stamina cost by 20%. So yeah, so when you go for transitions now, guys, your long-term stamina cost, which is the one that don't recover during the fight, will decrease by 20% every time you transition, I believe. This means that actual long-term cost of an action will be 8% higher than before these changes. Okay. Fix a rare unplayable state. Okay, these are just like bugs they fix. If you guys want to pause that, you can read it. I'm not too... I'll read this one actually, because this one's actually quite interesting. Fix an issue that allowed the dominant fighter in the cage single under clinch to punch the submissive fighter while they defend a knee. The razor escape. I know there's a glitch where you get put on the cage wall, and sometimes you can't break out, and you could be holding the right trigger to block knees, and they're still able to knee you. So hopefully that can get fixed. That's a really annoying glitch. Right, cool guys, that's it for the patch notes. Let me know what you guys think. I'm looking forward to using MVP. Hopefully he's got a unique moveset. I'll be really happy if he does. I'll give EA Sports their credit, because that is something they shouldn't rush, man. If MVP hasn't got a unique moveset because he needs one, they shouldn't add him right now. They should wait a few months, weeks, whatever, and then add him to the game once he's got that. Man, don't rush to put MVP in the game, because he is a very, very unique fighter in real life. And if he has just some stupid generic EA Sports UFC 1 stance, I'm going to be pissed off. But yeah, guys, make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe for more updates. I'm going to be showing gameplay of me using MVP tomorrow, so make sure you tune into that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.